Hi, we're going to take a look at problem number 1 on your MT4 LT2 assignment. And I'm going to go over this a little bit more in detail. I kind of skipped over it in the seminar. I just gave you the formulas and did the problem. We start here first off. If you have one revolution that you go around the circle once, well, from what we did in the beginning of the seminar, that's the same thing as 2 pi radians. So one revolution is 2 pi. So on this particular problem, we are going, on part A at least, at 14 revolutions per hour. So I'll write that down here. So we're going 14 revolutions per hour. And I want you to find, the question asks you, it says, I want that angular speed in radians per hour. So our angular speed, I'm going to change it to radians per hour. Well, I'm just going to do some stoichiometry here. That is, we know in one revolution, there are 2 pi radians. So notice my revolutions go boom, boom, by using unit fractions. And so we get 28 pi radians per hour. And that's the answer to the first question. Now the second question, part B, we have to do a little bit more here. I'm going to switch colors here so we can take a look at part B. We want to relate angular speed and linear speed because you want to convert to linear speed. Well, I copied down the formulas from your seminar here, but in the seminar when I did the problem, I just told you the relationship. Let me show you that relationship here. We know that linear speed, let me highlight it here, is S over T, arc length over time. But we know from arc length that S is r theta. So in other words, that's r theta over t. Well, if I write that as r times theta over t, there is your angular speed. So in other words, whoops, need the color there, equals r times omega. So in other words, linear speed is the radius times your angular speed. So on this particular problem, our radius is 25 feet because the diameter is 50. So we're going to say 25 feet times our angular speed, which we just figured out in the previous question, is 28 pi per hour. And then, oh, I just noticed on part A, sorry about that, is I did part A, I didn't read the directions. We want to round our answer to the nearest whole number. So what we're going to do on part A, I'm going to go back, I'm going to find 28 pi. So it's 88. So the answer should have been about 88 radians per hour. Now on the second part here, we have our linear speed. I should put V equals here. 25 times 28 pi per hour, but we want that answer in feet per hour. Well, it is because it's 25 feet, isn't it? Gotta be able to make sure you read that. Yeah, feet per hour. Okay, so we're going to be fine. I forgot to put feet in here. So in other words, we're going to round this to the nearest whole number. We're going to take 25 times 28 pi. So now I would take my previous answer times 25. Keep it in your calculator until the end, or go up 4 decimal places. Don't just type 88 times 25, because then you might get it wrong. So 2199 feet per hour. Is what we should get for that answer. And that's how you do questions relating linear speed and angular speed. Let me know if you have any other questions.